podcast. This is episode number 1076, and we have a good one planned for you, a returning guest from several years ago. Intuitive, engaging, and transparent. That's not the guest, but that's the technology that the team behind GrandPad believes technology should be. GrandPad helps seniors connect with their loved ones so they can be there for every memory. And the latest edition of GrandPad features a rideshare service. That's why I've invited CEO and co-founder Scott Lien back to talk to us about their partnership with Lyft and their platform. Scott, welcome back to Critical Mass Radio Show and Podcast.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's talk about what's changed since the last time you were here. But before we do that, tell us a little bit about how you, as the entrepreneur behind this and co-founder, kind of got this idea and got started.
Yeah, so something that's inside of me has always been that person kind of challenging the process and why. If your listeners have ever done the Gallup Strengths Finder,
Sure.
where it kind of evaluates who you are and what you're made of and who you naturally are, my number one trait on their strength is optimizer, like trying to always figure out how to make something better and improve on something. And the idea for GrandPad was me and my son, Isaac, who's 23, seeing my mom, who's 82, struggle with technology and really asking, we can all do video calls with each other and we can Skype and FaceTime. Why can't my mom, who's a wonderfully capable person, why can't she do that? Why can't she see her grandkids growing up? And we tried everything and nothing worked. And the aha moment was all of these wonderful gadgets that all us young people use were designed for 30-year-olds, and they work really well for people maybe down to age 10 and up to age 50. I'm age 53 now, and I'm starting to struggle with font size here on my phone. And so we just set out to say, let's design something from scratch for someone who's 80, knowing that it will work wonderfully for someone maybe all the way. We've had people up to age 114 who use it, and people as young as age 40 who love it. When you design it for them, they love it, and now we're able to bring all the benefits of this technology to this wonderful group we lovingly call super seniors, those over the age of 75.
Okay. And so you have a very clear niche that you're servicing. Yeah. And I love it when we have entrepreneurs on the show who have positive macroeconomic or demographic tailwinds, and the country is aging. Right, so that group is getting bigger, right?
Yeah.
And so there's an ever-increasing opportunity there.
It is, absolutely. We're all living longer. We believe in the U.S. there's 40 million people who could benefit from GrandPad today. Worldwide, it's more than 300 million, and those numbers are growing. And now, one question we always get from smart investor business types is, well, when I'm 80, of course, I'll be able to use all these wonderful gadgets. And, I hope that's the case, but, we're going to continue to innovate. GrandPad won't. Today it's in a tablet form factor. 10 years from now, it'll probably be VR goggles or something else, right? But the other fact of the matter is, as we age, unfortunately, a lot of physical and mental impairments can affect us, right?
Yes.
50% of this age group has some hearing loss. My mom is one of those. So we built in the loudest front-facing speakers into this tablet, and we actually do some things to make it clear and easy for seniors to hear. Again, we designed it just for them. The interface is designed for the eyes of someone who's 80, not someone who's 30.
Mm-hmm. And the hands and the dexterity.
The dexterity,
right.
Everything. So, age will affect us all, and also, unfortunately, cognitive issues. I mean, I hope we wake up tomorrow and the headline is some geniuses have come up with a cure for all forms of dementia, including Alzheimer's.
Yes, let's.
All the experts, unfortunately, say probably a real prevention or even cure is many years away, like more than 30 years away.
Man.
So we need to live with these diseases that affect us, and so we've designed a product that can really give these folks, in the U.S., more than 40 million folks, a great way to stay connected with their family, friends, and caregivers.
So we're talking with Scott Lien. He's the CEO and co-founder with his son of GrandPad. Now, one of the things that I found interesting about your platform is it's kind of one way. People on the other side don't have to have any special technology to communicate with the grandparent or great-grandparent.
That's right. The super seniors use our GrandPad, which includes the hardware, the tablet, the software. It includes all the data connectivity. So unlimited LT 4G data is included as part of it, unlimited customer care. the family, friends, and caregivers, they all use their iPhone or Android phone or desktop. We have a free app they download. So we're bridging that digital divide. The children can continue to use what they love, and we're giving a great tool to the seniors that was designed for them.
So you have a compelling video on your website, and one of the takeaways that I had from watching it is how much more connected the great-grandmother felt about being able to see the photos of her great-grandchildren. Yeah. And I think the quality of life then that comes along with the, the lack of isolation. Right. You're doing something which I think cognitively must have. Does it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we started out thinking this was just a way to communicate.
Yeah.
What we learned is the power of connection.
Yes.
And when it's family connection, and you think about it, when we're 90 and looking back on our life, the most important thing for us is going to be our family and our legacy, right? And staying connected and looking back at our legacy and enjoying our grandkids or great-grandkids or great-great-grandkids growing up, right? And unfortunately what happens is technology has actually created a wedge, a digital divide in families.
Imagine that.
All the kids and grandkids are using this and Snapchatting and Facebooking, right? But the people who want to connect the most are left out of that. So it absolutely does. When you connect families, not only are the seniors the beneficiary of that, and it does reduce social isolation and loneliness. And oh, by the way, now there's tremendous data coming out about how social isolation and loneliness, more than 40% of this age group reports some level of that. And being severely lonely is as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
Oh my God.
There's academic, validated research on this. It is physically bad for you. So being social, staying connected is vital for the seniors. But the other great thing we've learned is there's a two-way benefit. The kids and grandkids are the benefit. When I was growing up, I was very connected to my grandmother, lived to be 99. Sure. Unfortunately, distance and technology has kind of separated families. By bringing them back together, everybody benefits.
But one of the things that I was thinking as you were talking is I would take this only as a product when your super seniors are a great distance away, because I think even in the hubbub of Orange County in Southern California, you can be socially isolated. It would be nice, even if they're just a zip code or two away, to be able to have a much more convenient way to stay just relative with them, right? Not that it's a big deal. We got to go see Grandma right now, but did you talk to Grandma today? Yeah, I sent her 3 pictures. I mean, that's the kind of thing your technology enables.
Yeah, that's right. We found that people, sometimes the folks that live the closest are actually the most disconnected. As they think, Mom's just down the street. Right. All of a sudden they realize, 2 weeks has gone by and I haven't seen or talked or shared. I'm able to video call and share photos with my mom, who's 2,000 miles away. She lives in Iowa, every single day. And for me, it might just be, we have beautiful sunsets here in Orange County. It might just be me the other night, I just snapped a photo of a sunset. Love you, Mom. She sees that. She feels that connection. Even though maybe, I didn't call her and have an hour conversation, she felt a very rich connection.
Right.
It does make a big, big difference.
Okay, we're going to take our only stop here on Critical Mass Radio Show and Podcast. Scott Lien, who is CEO and co-founder of GrandPad. When we come back, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about all the coverage you've received from major news organizations, in addition to OCTalkRadio.net, major news organizations like Fox News and NPR, New York Times, all the gambit. So can we talk about that when we come back?
Absolutely.
Okay. Don't go anywhere, you entrepreneurs. You want to stay and listen to Scott's experience about how media is helping him to expand his brand. We'll be right back after this word from Mehast. A great way to stay informed about our wonderful guests is to sign up for our weekly newsletter. Simply go to criticalmass4forbusiness.com. At the bottom of any page is a Join Our Mailing List box. Put your email address in there, hit send like magic. You'll start receiving our weekly newsletters that only talk about the great guests like Scott Lien that we're having this week. We don't do anything else with your email. We only put you in the newsletter. You can opt out anytime, but hopefully you never will. All right, during the break, Scott, one of our listeners asked us if we could gently talk about the embedded and underlying technology. So without getting too geeky, can you help our audience to, and maybe for those that are watching the video, you can actually see Scott holding a GrandPad.
Yeah, so GrandPad is the whole solution. It's the hardware, software, and the data and the customer service all in one easy solution. So when you sign up, if you got this for the super senior in your life, We're going to send them the tablet, a wireless docking station, everything they need, all the hardware. It's everything is in there, and unlimited data, 4G LTE data. Is included, so they do not need Wi-Fi.
That's good.
And it's extraordinarily fast, which means video calls are really good. Grandma can do a video call with her grandchildren. It's going to be crystal clear.
Can she send and receive those video calls?
She can.
So she could initiate the call.
She
So
can.
it's not just waiting for people to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
My mom video calls me all the time. My phone will ring, and we're talking.
Okay, and you have an iPhone, I think.
iPhone, Android phone,
So it
whatever.
doesn't matter.
The family uses whatever, or their desktop. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
As long as you got the app sitting on there, you
That's right.
just communicate through that.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
And the fact that how much has the rate of change in technology made your product more satisfying for your users?
Yeah, we couldn't have done what we're doing 5 years ago because there was not ubiquitous 4G LTE across the whole nation. We now, because cellular data is available everywhere, we have customers in all 50 states, including Alaska, Hawaii, North Dakota, South Dakota. So, and what people don't realize is LTE is so fast and so good now, and Wi-Fi is actually diminishing.
Wow.
In urban areas like this where you're in a high-rise, Wi-Fi is getting worse and worse and worse. It's I can get into the technical reason why,
Right.
but bottom line is 4G LTE is rocking fast.
Right.
It makes video calls really good.
Right, and that's the most demanding aspect of
It
it,
is.
right? So everything else is easy, the pictures and all the rest of those things. That's
We stream music also, so like it's like Pandora's streaming music, downloading music. You need good connectivity, and we have that. And our seniors, they have access to 32 million songs, all the old stuff, all the new stuff, everything is there.
So
And
Bing
that's
Crosby's on there?
Bing Crosby,
All right.
and Katy Perry.
All right,
they're all
baby.
there. Yeah.
A to Z. Okay, so before the break, and we're going to circle back a little bit because I want to talk about your rates and things, just kind of so people get an idea, and then your website at the end of it. But so you've gotten a lot of big exposure.
Yep.
So 2 questions. Is it fair to ask you how you secured that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of our sayings is, ABC always be closing, and ABS always be selling. Like,
Alec Baldwin.
and just absolutely, coffee's for closers.
That's
and
right.
so you gotta be selling all the time. My goal whenever I go on a flight, you don't want to be that guy sitting next to me because I'm gonna sell you a GrandPad on that flight. Because everybody's got a mom or dad, everybody's got 2 grandmas and grandpas. So
Ants.
we're always talking to people, and we just our goal is try to be humble and tell our story. We're lucky that our product and our story, people are interested in it. If you're selling some other type of widget that doesn't broadly apply, it's harder.
Yes.
But people are excited about, and what's amazing and what was really eye-opener to me is just how pervasive this problem is.
Right.
How many people have a super senior in their life that maybe is struggling, is disconnected, and so the majority of the people we talk to are like, yeah, I need that. Therefore, the media outlets are excited about it. And we've just tried to focus on stories from the heart. On our website, you see a lot of stories that are testimonials and our customers talking, and many of them are very emotional. I mean, and we get testimonials every day from hey, GrandPad really got the spark back in my mom's life after Dad passed away,
Right.
and these kind of things, and that's what we're really focused on. How can we improve the quality of life? And those are great stories to tell.
So if one super senior has a GrandPad system and another super senior has a GrandPad system, are they able to find each other?
They're able to video call. It is what we call the circle of trust. Another reference
Right.
from a movie. It's a walled garden, so you're only invited into that family circle. But if it's, as an example, my mom and my mother-in-law love talking
that's what
to
I'm
each
thinking.
other, and
Right.
so they're connected. But random strangers off the street cannot. That's
Right.
part of the
You
value.
must have significant security figured out.
Absolutely.
On this because that would be
Absolutely.
right.
My prior life, my background is in banking and finance. So we brought all those learning from financial services. This, how do we keep this super secure,
Right.
and create a walled garden where the family can communicate, but the bad guys are kept out.
Mm-hmm.
So as an example, the only email that the super seniors get is from that circle of trust. 0 spam. Wouldn't that be nice if you didn't get any spam,
Yeah.
in your inbox?
Right.
The only phone calls, the only video calls they get are from that circle of trust, their family. No, if you're ever in the home of a super senior, their phone rings constantly. Salespeople,
Right.
political pollsters, bad guys calling them, trying to scam them. With this, when the phone rings, they run to it because they know, and this is phone also,
Mm-hmm.
it's a family member.
Does this work out since it's LTE, it works anywhere.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
they can take it with them to the mall.
Anywhere they go.
Anywhere they
yeah,
go.
Yeah, this is
like a phone in
this
that
is
way.
their phone. It's a phablet with a big, nice big screen, and you can make and receive phone calls.
How much usability data have you gotten from the super seniors over the time since you were here the last time, let's say, 3 years ago?
Yeah, tons. So our oldest employee now is Betty, is 89, and so she's part of our product development team. So she works closely with our head designer and the team, and we have a whole group of what their name they've given for themselves is our Grandies. And it's a whole group of seniors, they're all in their 80s and 90s, who help us. And so we learn from them every day. And it's impossible for us, me as a 53-year-old, it's impossible for me to know what it's like to be 90 and maybe have dexterity issues, hearing issues, eyesight issues.
Right.
And so the only way to know and learn is through direct observation. So one of my sayings, I'm Norwegian, so I love the saying from Amundsen. He was a South Pole explorer. He said, if you want to learn how to live in the cold, go observe the Eskimos and live with the Eskimos. That's why he was successful and Shackleton failed. That's what we do. If we want to know how to design a product for seniors, we spend time with seniors. They're part of our design process, and we're able to make a great solution for them.
So you're an entrepreneur, great product, great solution. Where's the next inflection point for GrandPad? Well, I mean, what's next on your horizon, Scott?
Yeah, it's distribution. It's getting the word out there, and so we are proud of the product. We know the market's big, and now it's about cost effectively getting it out there. To build a consumer brand takes a while and takes a lot of money.
Right.
So we've continued to build our distribution, and maybe you'll have me back in a year, and I can share with you what's going on. We'll have some big things coming out in the next few months, but we're really working on getting the word out in a big way across the U.S. and around the world.
So if someone was interested, can you give us a relative cost model for how does this work?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just encourage people go to our website, grandpad.net.
Can you spell that?
Yep, grand, like awesome, and pad, like as an iPad, .net, grandpad.net.
Thank you.
And there you'll see, and there's a pricing page, and the details shows you what's included. But and there's different promotions, and Mother's Day is coming up.
Oh, boy.
What are you going to get your 85-year-old mother for Mother's Day? Get her a GrandPad, and we do special things around holidays. But it's $66 a month, and that's everything included. No upfront costs, no contract. You don't need Wi-Fi. Everything's included. No contract. And we have a free trial. Try it. If it doesn't work, and we'll work hard for you to hopefully you love it. But if it doesn't, you send it back.
So when the physical product arrives with the super senior, that's probably the moment of truth, right?
Yep.
So
it is. And what we do, really our secret sauce, because there's lots of great companies that do wonderful hardware and software. What we've done is wrap the hardware and software in customer care. So we have a fantastic group we call Member Experience. So our customer care team is based in Iowa and Minnesota. And on the day that this arrives for Grandma, you'll get a phone call from one of our awesome customer care or Member Experience agents, and they help you that first day.
Help her.
They help Grandma or Grandpa as they do that unboxing, and we also learn, take it slow. Don't try to show everybody. Think about when you first started using a smartphone. You didn't do everything the first day. It came gradually.
Right.
Same thing here. We might just show them music or show how to play solitaire or show how to send a picture to the grandkids. That's all you do the first day. So the customer care is always there, and with the press of a button, they can hit the help button, and our customer care will answer the questions.
So we only have about a minute left, but I opened the show with your strategic announcement of your relationship with Lyft. Can you explain why that's so important?
Yeah, we're thrilled to be partnered with Lyft. Outstanding company, really focused on senior mobility, and the fact that many seniors don't have a lot of options on how to get around, especially in big urban areas like Los Angeles. So we have a really simple, safe, secure way of seniors to use Lyft. It's not the normal Lyft app that you use on your phone. It's built, again, just for seniors, but it's the same great Lyft transportation service with extra security features built into it that helps Grandma and Grandpa or their kids feel very confident, lets them take a Lyft to the doctor, to the pharmacy, the grocery store, or church, and really opens up the world so they're not stuck at home.
Wow. And how did that come about?
I think we were actually at a trade show, and we met the awesome folks at Lyft, and we started exploring it, and off we went. And I would just close, one of my sayings is you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, personally and professionally. We've really, really worked hard to align ourselves with great strategic partners. Lyft is one of them. Acer is another one. You know, and so pick your partners carefully.
So when you were here back, what was that, July 28th, 2015, are you where you thought you would be here now in 2018?
Absolutely. We've you know, when we look back, we can't believe what we've accomplished. And I think the thing that we're super proud of is the testimonials that we get. I had no idea that we would be able to touch so many families, the seniors and their kids, in such a powerful, emotional, and life-changing way. So we're very proud of that, and it's exceeded our wildest dreams.
You know, I got to say, in this day and age where there's a lot of media coverage of the negative consequences and unintended consequences of technology and social media, this platform is one of those really feel-good stories. Because as the more I think about it and watching your videos, the more I realize this is more than just a way to communicate. This is a way to connect. And that's so powerful. So one more time, if someone wants to go to your website, what is it?
Yeah, GrandPad.net, GrandPad.net, GrandPad.net. You'll see big and bold right on there is our 800 number as well. And we have our customer care folks who are there. We have live chat, so whatever method you want. You know, one of our other mottos is make it simple for people to do business for you. We answer the phone within 15 seconds. No, you'll never get a VRU, you know, press 3 to talk to the guy overseas. It's someone from Iowa or Minnesota who will answer that call, and they will talk with you as long as you want to talk.
Well, congratulations on the success and continued success. You're a part of the critical mass community. I'm very proud of the work that you and your son have done and built such a great organization and company. So we're going to have you back.
Great.
Won't be 2.5 years, though.
Awesome.
Because you're going to be making so much ground, you have to come back shorter than that, okay?
I'd love to.
All right, thank you. I want to thank our engineer for today. He's Paul Roberts. He's also the station owner. And our 3 producers, without whom we wouldn't be able to put on this show each week, Joan Park, Crystal Nunley, and Haley Stern. If you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, I'm Richard Franzi, Franzi. My company's website is simply criticalmass4business.com. If you like Twitter, I'm CEO Peer Groups. And until our next show, I hope all of your business decisions will move your company in a positive direction.